Through the mists of time, the metaphysical creation codes have awaited your awakening. These ancient secrets are the living keys to manifesting your deepest desires, hidden for generations until now. Step into the invisible matrix of creation and discover the power to shape your reality. Metaphysical. Introduction. Through the mists of time, ancient wisdom calls to you, beckoning with whispers that stir something deep within your soul. Before you stands a gateway, not of mere stone and mortar, but a threshold between what you have known and what awaits in the sacred realms of infinite possibility. The metaphysical creation codes. Knowledge so powerful it was hidden away by those who understood its transformative force. For generations, these sacred teachings lay dormant, protected by guardians who knew humanity would one day be ready to embrace their profound truth. That time is now, and you have been drawn here by forces beyond ordinary understanding. These are not mere principles or philosophical concepts. They are living keys of creation, encoded in the very fabric of existence. Like strands of cosmic DNA, they hold the patterns of manifestation that have shaped reality since the dawn of time. Those who came before knew their power, the ability to transmute thought into form, to weave dreams into being, to call forth abundance from the infinite field of all possibility. Why were these codes concealed? Some truths are so potent they must await the right moment of awakening. Yet now, as consciousness expands across the planet, these ancient mysteries emerge once more. They come not as distant academic teachings, but as living wisdom that resonates with your very essence. And you stand at the threshold of revelation. Within these pages, the metaphysical creation codes will unveil themselves, offering you direct access to the creative force that flows through all things. This is not new knowledge. It is primordial truth, the original science of manifestation that has quietly guided humanity's greatest achievements. The gateway opens before you. The whispers grow clearer, calling you to remember what your soul has always known. The time of veils and shadows passes. The codes of creation await your discovery. Part 1. Awakening the Lost Codes. Chapter 1. The Invisible Matrix. In the heart of an ancient desert, where golden sands stretched endlessly toward the horizon, a weary traveler walked beneath the scorching sun. For days this seeker had wandered, guided only by an inexplicable yearning that pulled like an invisible thread upon their heart. As the last drops of water drained from their water skin, shimmering waves of heat danced across the dunes, and there, amid the mirages, appeared a sight that defied understanding. An oasis emerged, its palm trees swaying in a gentle breeze that seemed to whisper secrets from ages past. At its center sat an aged sage, cross-legged beside a crystalline pool. The traveler approached, and the sage smiled as though having awaited this very moment. "You see only sand and water," the sage spoke, "but look deeper." With a gentle wave of his hand, the air between them began to shimmer with countless threads of light, revealing an intricate web that connected everything: the trees, the water, the sand, and even their own bodies. "This is the metaphysical matrix," the sage revealed, "the invisible framework that binds all creation." The matrix, as ancient as existence itself, responds to every thought, every feeling, every intention that flows through your consciousness. Like an infinite spider's web of light, it carries the vibrations of your being throughout the fabric of reality, manifesting your inner world in the physical realm. In a distant city, a musician sat before her instrument, fingers hovering over the strings. She understood that perfect music required more than mere technical skill. It demanded alignment with something greater. As she closed her eyes and breathed deeply, she felt herself tuning not just the strings, but her very being to the cosmic frequency that flowed through all things. When she finally played, the music that emerged was not simply sound, but the voice of creation itself. These stories mirror your own journey, reflecting the eternal path that has led you to this moment of awakening. Like the desert traveler searching through shifting sands, you have been drawn to this knowledge by an inner calling that whispers of greater possibilities. Like the musician who found harmony with the cosmos, you possess the innate ability to align with the universal frequency of manifestation, a birthright that has always resided within your soul. The metaphysical matrix, that grand tapestry of infinite potential, awaits your conscious participation in its eternal dance of creation, ready to respond to the symphony of your deepest intentions and most sacred dreams. Now, as you embrace this ancient wisdom, a sacred practice will help you attune to this invisible web of creation. Find a quiet space and settle into a comfortable position. Close your eyes and allow your breath to become slow and steady. Visualize gleaming threads of light extending from your heart, connecting you to everything in your surroundings. See these threads reaching further, linking you to the vast web of existence. Feel the pulse of universal energy flowing through these connections. When you are ready, silently affirm, I am one with the matrix of creation. Chapter 2. The Forgotten Codex. Beneath the ancient streets of a forgotten city lies a secret that has waited millennia to be uncovered. As you follow the whispers of wisdom through winding tunnels, your footsteps echo through chambers that have not known human presence for countless generations. Here, in the depths where time stands still, rests a library untouched by the ages. The air grows thick with anticipation as you approach a weathered pedestal. Upon it lies a mysterious codex, its pages seeming to pulse with an inner light. As you open its covers, the dust of centuries falls away to reveal symbols and patterns that speak directly to your soul. These are not mere writings. They are the universal laws that have governed creation since the dawn of time. Within these pages, you discover that the laws of resonance, polarity, and intention are not abstract concepts, but living principles that dance through every moment of existence. Like the dual nature of day and night, these laws maintain the perfect balance of all things. Your thoughts, your words, your very being vibrates in harmony with these eternal truths, whether you recognize them or not. As the Codex reveals its secrets, another tale emerges from its pages, that of a sailor lost at sea. When storms destroyed his navigational instruments, he turned to the wisdom of his ancestors who sailed by starlight. In the darkness of night, he remembered that the same stars that guided ships centuries ago still burned bright, offering their ancient wisdom to those who would look up and see. Through nights of uncertainty, this sailor learned to trust the internal compass that connected him to these celestial guides. Just as the stars had always been there, hidden behind storm clouds, so too were the universal laws always present, veiled by the distractions of modern life. The truth shimmers before you now. The Codex is not merely an ancient text, but a reflection of the wisdom encoded within your very being. These universal laws flow through your consciousness, waiting to be acknowledged and embraced. They speak through your intuition, guide your choices, and shape the reality you experience. In the depths of this timeless library, you understand that this knowledge was never truly hidden. It was preserved within you, waiting for the moment when you would be ready to remember. Like a seed dormant beneath winter frost, these universal truths have always resided in the sacred chambers of your consciousness, patiently anticipating the spring of your awakening. Now, as you stand amidst these ancient teachings, you recognize that every step of your journey has led you to this profound realization of your own inner wisdom. Now, take your journal and find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed. Write down 3 laws that you intuitively sense governing your life's journey. Let your inner wisdom guide your hand. Once written, close your eyes and meditate on how aligning yourself with these principles shifts the fabric of your reality. Feel how each law resonates with the truth of your being, transforming your understanding of the world around you. Chapter 3. The Illusion of Separation. In the annals of time, there exists a tale of 2 flames, born from the same eternal fire, yet separated by a gossamer veil of illusion. One flame danced in solitude, believing itself alone in the vast darkness, while its twin blazed brilliantly on the other side of the veil, equally unaware of their connection. Through countless cycles of existence, they yearned for a completeness they could not name. This separation was but a dream, a temporary forgetting of their true nature. Just as your consciousness appears separate from the infinite whole, these flames were never truly apart. The veil between them was as substantial as morning mist, destined to dissolve in the light of awareness. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, orchestrates such apparent divisions to guide us toward the recognition of our fundamental unity. Your consciousness is not contained within the boundaries of your physical form, but extends infinitely in all directions, touching every corner of existence. The sense of separation you experience is the grandest of illusions, maintained only by thoughts that whisper, "I am apart." Consider the journey of a mountain stream as it winds its way through valleys and plains. It may appear to be a separate entity, defined by its banks and its course. Yet every drop of water knows, in its essence, that it belongs to something greater. As the stream approaches the ocean, its waters do not fear losing their identity. They rejoice in remembering their true nature. The moment of reunion is not an ending, but a return to wholeness. In the same way, your consciousness flows as part of the cosmic ocean of awareness. The boundaries you perceive between yourself and the universe are like the banks of that stream, useful markers for the journey, but not ultimate truth. When you release the need to maintain these illusory borders, you discover the freedom that comes with remembering your true nature. The twin flames of our tale eventually discovered that the veil between them was created by their own belief in separation. In a moment of grace, as one flame reached out in love, the veil dissolved, revealing that they had always been one fire, eternally united in the dance of existence. So too are you united with all that is. Your thoughts, your dreams, your very essence flows from and returns to the infinite source of all being. The joy you seek lies not in maintaining separation, but in dissolving the boundaries that keep you from experiencing your natural state of wholeness. Find a quiet space and settle into stillness. Allow your awareness to expand beyond the perceived limits of your form. Feel the artificial boundaries between self and world growing thin, becoming transparent, dissolving completely. As you rest in this expanded state, gently repeat these words: I am whole. I am one. Chapter 4. The Energetic Blueprint. In a realm beyond time, there lived a master architect whose vision extended far beyond stone and mortar. Each morning, she would sit in perfect stillness, eyes closed, as ethereal blueprints formed in her mind. Not with ink and parchment did she craft her designs, but with the subtle essence of pure thought and unwavering intention. As she held each vision in her consciousness, shimmering threads of light began to weave themselves into form. Walls of crystalline energy rose from the ground. Corridors of golden light stretched toward the horizon, and domes of pure possibility curved gracefully overhead. Those who passed by saw only empty space, yet the architect knew that her palace already existed in its most fundamental form, as pure potential awaiting manifestation. You too are an architect of reality, wielding the same creative force that shapes worlds. Every thought you hold, every emotion you nurture, leaves an indelible imprint upon the quantum field, the canvas upon which all physical reality is painted. This energetic blueprint forms the foundation of your manifest experience, responding with perfect precision to the patterns you design within your consciousness. Just as the architect's palace began as a thought before taking shape in the physical realm, your reality emerges from the blueprints you create in each moment. The quantum field, that infinite sea of potential, awaits your conscious direction, ready to crystallize your thoughts into tangible form. In a distant valley, there lived a wise gardener who understood this same principle through different eyes. Each morning, she would walk her empty plot of land, not seeing the barren soil before her, but vibrant flowers and abundant fruits already blooming in her mind's eye. As she planted each seed, she imbued it with the energy of her vision, knowing that the physical form would follow the pattern she held in her consciousness. The seeds of your intentions operate by the same divine law, following an ancient pattern woven into the very fabric of existence. When you plant them in the fertile soil of the quantum field and nurture them with your focused attention, they cannot help but grow into physical reality, just as surely as dawn follows night. This is not mere wishful thinking or idle fantasy, but the operation of universal law, the same force that transforms tiny seeds into towering trees, that turns barren winter into abundant spring, that guides planets in their celestial dance. Your consciousness, aligned with this eternal principle, becomes the gardener of your destiny, tending the sacred soil where thought becomes form. Your thoughts are the seeds, your emotions the water and sunlight that nurture them, and your unwavering faith the fertile soil in which they take root. Every moment, you are tending this garden of possibilities, though you may not yet recognize your role as the master gardener. Take a moment now to embrace your power as both architect and gardener of your reality. Find a quiet space and write down one clear intention, your blueprint for creation. See it taking shape in the field of energy that surrounds you. Feel it resonating with the quantum fabric of existence. Hold this vision with the certainty of the architect and nurture it with the patience of the gardener, knowing that physical manifestation must follow the energetic pattern you have set in motion. Chapter 5, The Observer's Key. In the depths of an ancient citadel, a watchman made his nightly rounds, passing the same stone walls he had seen countless times before. His lantern cast familiar shadows as he traced well-worn paths, until one evening, a curious shimmer caught his eye. Where solid stone had always been, a doorway now gleamed with otherworldly light. The watchman paused, questioning his senses. Had this door always existed, waiting to be noticed? Or had his attention somehow called it into being? As he stepped through the threshold, he discovered that his awareness itself held the power to reshape reality. You possess this same transformative power of observation. Like the watchman, you move through life surrounded by infinite possibilities, yet you experience only those upon which you fix your gaze. This is the sacred role of the observer, the eternal witness within you that shapes reality through the act of conscious attention. The observer is not merely a passive witness, but a creative force that brings forth certain possibilities while allowing others to remain in the realm of potential. When you shift your awareness, you alter the very fabric of your experience, calling new doors into existence while others fade from view. In a sun-filled studio, an artist stood before her canvas, surrounded by every color imaginable. Though all hues lay before her, she chose with deliberate care which ones would become part of her masterpiece. With each selection, she brought certain aspects of her vision into focus, while letting others remain in the background. Your consciousness works in the same way, operating as both artist and observer of your own reality. In every moment, you stand before the infinite canvas of existence, choosing which aspects of reality to illuminate with your attention, just as a painter selects from an endless palette of possibilities. These choices shape not only your perception, but the very nature of your experience, weaving together the tapestry of your life through each focused thought and intentional awareness. Like a master artist selecting precisely which elements to bring forth from the void, your consciousness creates through its selective focus, determining which possibilities manifest into your lived experience. The watchman's door and the artist's palette reveal a fundamental truth. Reality responds to your point of focus. Whatever you observe with sustained attention grows stronger in your experience, while that which you ignore fades into the background of possibility. You are both the watchman and the artist of your reality. Through conscious observation, you have the power to notice new doorways of opportunity and paint your experience with the colors of your choosing. This is not merely metaphor, but the operation of universal law, the observer effect that quantum physics has only recently begun to understand. Now enter the sacred space of self-observation. For the next 5 minutes, become the watchman of your own thoughts. Watch them pass like shadows on the wall, without judgment or attachment. Then, with the discernment of the artist, choose one empowering thought to illuminate with your attention, knowing that what you focus on expands in your reality. Chapter 6, The Frequency Formula. In the heart of an ancient temple, a wise healer held a crystal in her weathered hands. As she gazed into its depths, she understood that every crystal possessed its own unique song, a vibration that could harmonize with the cosmic dance of creation. With gentle movements, she would attune each crystal's frequency, bringing it into perfect resonance with the healing energies she sought to channel. Through your own journey of manifestation, you too must become attuned to the frequencies you wish to attract. Like the healer with her crystals, you possess the innate ability to align your energetic signature with your deepest desires. This alignment is not merely metaphorical. It is the fundamental principle by which the universe operates. When you match your vibrational state with that which you seek to create, you enter into a natural flow with universal forces. This is the law of resonance, as timeless as the stars themselves. That which vibrates at a similar frequency is drawn together by the invisible threads of cosmic harmony. In a grand concert hall, a master conductor stood before her orchestra. Each instrument carried its own distinct tone, yet true magic emerged only when all vibrated in perfect harmony. The conductor knew that even one discordant note could disrupt the entire symphony. With patience and precision, she guided each section to tune not only to their sheet music, but to one another, creating a unified field of resonant sound. Just as the conductor brings forth harmony from individual instruments, you must tune the various aspects of your being, thoughts, emotions, and actions, to resonate with your intended creation. When your entire being vibrates in alignment with your desires, the universe responds in kind, reflecting back that same frequency through manifestation. You are both the healer and the conductor of your reality. Through conscious attention to your vibrational state, you can attune yourself to the frequency of that which you wish to attract. Like the crystal catching the perfect note or the orchestra finding its collective voice, your aligned energy becomes a beacon that draws your desires into physical form. Take a moment now to examine your life. Identify one area where you feel misaligned, where the music of your current reality strikes a discordant note with your desires. Close your eyes and visualize this aspect of your life as an instrument waiting to be tuned. See yourself gently adjusting its frequency, raising its vibration until it matches the pure tone of your intended outcome. Feel the resonance building as alignment occurs, knowing that harmony attracts harmony in the grand symphony of creation. Chapter 7. The Language of Creation. In a hidden chamber beneath an ancient library, an apprentice sat before rows of mysterious symbols etched into weathered stone. His master, a keeper of forgotten wisdom, traced each marking with reverence. "These are not mere drawings," the master whispered, "but keys that unlock the doors of creation itself. You, like this apprentice, stand at the threshold of understanding the universe's primordial language. These symbols, the circle of wholeness, the spiral of growth, the triangle of manifestation, speak directly to the depths of your being, bypassing the limitations of ordinary speech. The universe communicates through this sacred geometry, these timeless forms that bridge the visible and invisible realms. When you learn to read these symbols, you activate powerful forces within your consciousness. Each symbol serves as a gateway, allowing your intentions to flow more freely between thought and form. In a sunlit workshop, a master weaver worked golden threads into an intricate tapestry. Her fingers moved with practiced precision, weaving symbols that seemed to shimmer with their own inner light. As she worked, the patterns took on a life of their own, each symbol awakening something in the very fabric of reality. Those who gazed upon her finished works often spoke of dreams manifesting and wishes fulfilled, though they knew not why. The symbols you encounter in your daily life, in nature, in dreams, in moments of inspiration, are threads in the grand tapestry of your creation. Like the weaver with her golden threads, you have the power to consciously work with these symbols, weaving them into the fabric of your reality. You are the apprentice of this ancient wisdom, learning to recognize and work with the symbolic language that underpins all creation. Each symbol you encounter is a teacher, offering guidance in the art of manifestation. By working with symbols that resonate with your desires, you speak directly to the creative force of the universe. Sacred insight. In symbols lies the bridge between thought and form, the key to unlocking your creative power. Now find a quiet space where you can be undisturbed. Choose a symbol that deeply resonates with your current desire, perhaps a circle for wholeness, a spiral for growth, or a triangle for manifestation. Close your eyes and hold this symbol in your mind's eye. Allow its meaning to unfold naturally within you. Feel its energy merging with your intention, strengthening your connection to the creative force. Spend several minutes in this meditation, letting the symbol's power amplify your desire. Chapter 8. The Duality Paradox. In the depths of an ancient temple, a wise one observed the interplay of light and shadow cast by flickering flames upon weathered walls. As day turned to night and night to day, the dance continued without cease, neither force seeking to overcome the other, but rather moving in perfect harmony. You too are witness to this eternal dance. The light and shadow within your own existence are not adversaries to be conquered, but twin aspects of the same divine force. Like the ebb and flow of tides, these seeming opposites work in concert to create the fullness of experience. In the heart of a sacred grove stood a withered tree, its branches bare against the sky. As lightning struck, flames consumed its form until nothing remained but ashes scattered upon the earth. Yet from these very ashes a magnificent bird arose, its feathers gleaming with colors never before seen by mortal eyes. The phoenix, born anew through the union of destruction and creation, soared into the heavens as living proof that transformation requires both darkness and light. This eternal truth flows through all creation. Joy knows its depths through sorrow. Strength builds through resistance. Wisdom grows through challenge. The shadow is not your enemy, but your teacher, revealing what lies hidden within. The light is not your savior, but your mirror, reflecting what you have always been. You stand at the crossroads of these forces, neither rejecting the shadow nor clinging to the light. In this sacred space of acceptance, you discover the power to transmute all experiences into gold, transforming even your deepest wounds into sources of strength. Like the phoenix, you rise not in spite of the flames, but because of them. For it is through embracing both the darkness of your trials and the light of your triumphs that your spirit awakens to its true potential. In this delicate balance between opposing forces, you become the living embodiment of transformation itself. Sacred insight. Within the dance of shadow and light lies the key to transformation. Embrace both, for they are the wings that lift you higher. Find a quiet moment and bring to mind a challenge you currently face. See it clearly, without judgment. Now identify the shadow aspect, the struggle, pain, or difficulty present. Next, discover the light within this same situation, the lesson, growth, or opportunity it offers. Hold both aspects in your awareness, understanding that each serves your evolution. Speak these words with sincere feeling. I give thanks for both the light and shadow of this experience, knowing they dance together for my highest good. Chapter 9. The Resonance Path. High in the misty mountains, a pilgrim walked an ancient path that few could see. Though no markers guided the way, something deeper than sight drew them forward, a subtle vibration, a knowing that transcended the physical senses. With each step taken in harmony with this invisible force, the path seemed to illuminate itself, as though the universe conspired to light the way. The resonance path exists beyond the realm of ordinary perception. It flows like an ethereal river, carrying those who attune to its frequency toward their highest destiny. This sacred way reveals itself not through external signs, but through the quiet whispers of your inner being, those gentle nudges that guide you toward perfect alignment. As you walk this path, you'll discover that resistance dissolves when you align with universal frequencies. Like a leaf carried by a stream, movement becomes effortless. When you surrender to this divine flow, the signs appear as subtle sensations, a warmth in your heart, a sudden clarity of mind, an inexplicable knowing that transcends logic. In a sun-dappled forest, a newly emerged butterfly rested upon a branch. Rather than plotting its course through careful calculation, it simply opened its wings to the wind. Each current of air spoke to its delicate sensors, guiding it precisely where it needed to go. Without resistance or doubt, it danced upon the breeze, finding nectar-rich flowers and safe havens with perfect precision. The butterfly embodies the art of divine navigation. It doesn't question the wind's wisdom or demand to see the entire journey ahead. Instead, it trusts in the invisible forces that guide it, responding moment by moment to nature's subtle cues. You too possess this innate ability to sense and follow the universe's guidance. The same force that directs the butterfly's flight speaks through your intuition, leading you along paths of least resistance toward your highest good. When you learn to trust these subtle promptings, life begins to flow with remarkable grace and ease. Sacred insight. The path of least resistance reveals itself to those who listen with their heart and follow with trust. This ancient wisdom invites you into a practice of deep surrender and trust. For one full day, become as the butterfly, light, responsive, and free from doubt. Let your inner knowing guide each choice, from the seemingly insignificant to the apparently momentous. Notice the subtle sensations that arise: a feeling of expansion or contraction, a sense of lightness or heaviness, an inner yes or no. Follow these intuitive nudges without analysis or hesitation, observing where they lead. Document your experiences, noting any synchronicities or unexpected gifts that arise when you allow yourself to be guided by the invisible hand of universal wisdom. Chapter 10. The Secret Stillness. In a remote mountain cave, a hermit discovered an ancient chest adorned with mystical symbols. For 40 days and nights, the hermit sat in perfect silence before it, neither attempting to force it open nor questioning its contents. On the 41st dawn, as the first light touched the cave's entrance, the chest opened effortlessly, revealing not gold or jewels, but a single mirror that reflected the infinite cosmos within. The void of silence holds the seeds of all creation. Within this sacred stillness lies a field of pure potential, where every possibility exists simultaneously. When you enter this quantum space through unwavering silence, you access the raw material of creation itself. This truth echoes through the ages. Before every act of creation, there must be stillness. Just as the universe emerged from the great void, your manifestations arise from moments of perfect quiet. In silence, the mental chatter that clouds your creative power subsides, revealing the crystal-clear pool of infinite potential within. Upon a midnight lake, nature unveiled this mystery once more. The water lay perfectly still, untouched by even the gentlest breeze. In this absolute stillness, the lake became a flawless mirror, reflecting every star in the vast cosmos above. The boundary between above and below disappeared, and in that moment of perfect reflection, heaven and earth became one. Like the lake, your consciousness becomes a perfect mirror in stillness. When the ripples of thought subside, your mind reflects the pure light of creation. In this state, you glimpse the underlying unity of all things, and your role as a conscious creator becomes clear. Sacred insight. In perfect stillness, the infinite reveals itself. The treasure chest and the midnight lake speak directly to your journey. Each day presents countless opportunities to access this field of pure potential through moments of intentional silence. By cultivating stillness, you align with the creative force that shapes universes. Ritual of discovery. Enter the sacred silence daily. Find a space where you won't be disturbed and set aside 5 minutes for complete stillness. Allow your thoughts to settle like leaves floating to the bottom of a pond. Observe the silence within and around you, becoming aware of the vast field of potential that exists in this space. Let this practice become your daily gateway to the infinite. Part 2. Unlocking the Metaphysical Creation Codes. Chapter 11. The Quantum Blueprint. In a forgotten workshop beneath an ancient observatory, an inventor discovered a remarkable device. Unlike any machine before it, this creation didn't operate with gears or steam, but with light and thought itself. As the inventor stood before it in wonder, ethereal patterns of light danced across its surface, each pattern representing a different possibility waiting to manifest. The quantum field surrounds you at all times, an invisible ocean of pure potential responding to every thought, feeling, and intention you hold. Like the inventor's machine, this field maps out all possible realities, waiting for your conscious direction to bring them into form. Within this infinite matrix, your focused attention acts as a lens, collapsing waves of possibility into particles of experience. Just as the inventor's machine responded to thought, the quantum field mirrors your vibrational state. Every intention you hold creates ripples through this field, attracting resonant possibilities into your experience. This is not mere theory, but the fundamental mechanism through which all creation manifests. In a marble quarry high in the mountains, a sculptor stood before an untouched block of stone. While others saw only rough rock, she perceived the masterpiece waiting within. With each precise stroke of her chisel, guided by her unwavering vision, the form emerged from formlessness. Through her focused intention and skilled hands, possibility transformed into reality. The quantum field operates much like the sculptor's art. Within its infinite potential lies every possible version of your reality. Through conscious focus and aligned intention, you chip away at what is not aligned with your vision, revealing the perfect form of your desired experience. Sacred insight. The field of infinite potential yields to the power of focused intention. These tales mirror your own creative power. Like the inventor's machine, you constantly interact with the quantum field, though you may not see it with physical eyes. Like the sculptor, you shape reality through your focused attention and unwavering vision. You are not merely observing possibilities, you are actively creating them. Ritual of discovery. Close your eyes and envision yourself surrounded by a luminous field of infinite light. Within this field, see your desired outcome taking shape with perfect clarity. Feel its reality, its substance, its truth. Now, with unwavering focus, step into this vision as if it already exists. Let your entire being resonate with its reality. In this sacred moment, you collapse infinite potential into manifest form. Chapter 12. The Holographic Reality. In the highest chamber of an ancient tower, a mystic sat before a crystal orb that seemed to capture starlight itself. As she gazed into its depths, the boundaries between inner and outer reality dissolved. Within the sphere's crystalline matrix, entire galaxies swirled, each one a perfect reflection of the cosmic dance above. Yet something more remarkable revealed itself. Every point within the orb contained the entirety of creation, just as every drop of water holds the essence of the ocean. The universe operates as a vast hologram, where each fragment contains the whole. Your consciousness acts as both the projector and the screen upon which reality manifests. Every thought, every emotion, every belief you hold creates ripples through this holographic field, shaping the world you experience. When you understand this truth, you realize that changing your inner state inevitably transforms your outer reality. In the heart of an ancient city, a master mirror maker labored over a distorted glass. Though the surface appeared smooth to untrained eyes, he saw countless subtle imperfections that twisted the reflection. With infinite patience and precise movements, he polished away each flaw until the mirror reflected truth without distortion. Only then could it serve its highest purpose, showing reality as it truly was. Like the mirror maker's craft, your consciousness requires careful refinement. The world you see reflects your inner state with perfect accuracy. Every circumstance, relationship, and experience mirrors back your deepest beliefs and emotional patterns. When you encounter distortions in your external reality, look within to find their source. The power to transform your experience lies in polishing the mirror of your consciousness. Sacred insight. As within, so without. The outer world reflects the inner state with perfect precision. These teachings speak directly to your journey of creation. Like the mystic gazing into the crystal orb, you contain within you the power to reshape reality. Like the mirror maker, you have the ability to refine your consciousness until it reflects truth without distortion. The external world you experience is not separate from you. It is a precise holographic projection of your inner state. Ritual of discovery. Take a moment now to examine one aspect of your life that you wish to transform. In your sacred journal, explore how this external condition reflects your inner beliefs, thoughts, or emotional patterns. Write with complete honesty, allowing yourself to recognize how your consciousness has created this reflection. Through this understanding, you gain the power to polish the mirror of your mind and transform the projection of your reality. Chapter 13, The Light and Shadow Dance. In a forgotten temple where shadows danced with rays of sunlight streaming through ancient windows, a dancer moved with mesmerizing grace. Her movements told stories of both darkness and light, weaving them together in perfect harmony. While others sought to banish shadows, she learned to embrace them, discovering that true mastery lay not in rejection, but in integration. Through countless dawns and dusks, she practiced until her body flowed like water between light and shadow. In time, she understood that each movement gained power from its opposite. Her leaps soared higher because she knew how to sink low. Her turns gained precision because she mastered stillness. The shadows gave depth to her radiance, just as the light gave meaning to her darkness. The universe speaks through this eternal dance of duality. Within you exists both shadow and light, strength and vulnerability, certainty and doubt. These seeming opposites are not enemies to be conquered, but partners in an eternal dance of creation. When you embrace all aspects of yourself, you discover a deeper harmony that transcends the illusion of separation. In a distant valley, a fierce storm raged, tearing through the landscape with unbridled force. Lightning split the sky as thunder shook the earth. Yet in its wake, as the last droplets fell, a magnificent rainbow emerged, painting the heavens with colors born from the meeting of sun and rain. The storm's intensity had created the perfect conditions for beauty to manifest. So it is with the storms of your life. Each challenge, each moment of darkness, carries within it the seeds of transformation. The rainbow cannot appear without the rain, just as wisdom cannot bloom without experience. Your perceived flaws and struggles are not obstacles to overcome, but essential elements in your soul's choreography. Sacred insight. In the dance of existence, shadow gives depth to light, and apparent flaws complete your wholeness. These ancient truths mirror your own journey toward wholeness. Like the dancer, you are learning to move with both light and shadow, discovering how each aspect of yourself contributes to your unique expression. Like the storm and rainbow, your challenges and triumphs are interconnected, each playing its part in the unfolding of your potential. Ritual of discovery. In your sacred journal, inscribe one quality you perceive as a flaw and one you recognize as a strength. Contemplate how these apparent opposites dance together in your life, completing rather than competing with each other. Notice how your perceived flaw might offer hidden gifts, while your strength might teach valuable lessons in humility. Let this reflection reveal the perfect balance in your being's choreography. Chapter 14. The Transmutation Principle. In a time beyond memory, an alchemist toiled in a chamber filled with ancient manuscripts and gleaming vessels. Before him sat a piece of dull lead, its surface rough and unremarkable. Yet his eyes saw not what was, but what could be. With practiced movements, he began his sacred work, adding elements that sparked and transformed within his crucible. As he worked, he whispered timeless incantations, each word carrying the power of intention. Through heat and preparation, through patience and wisdom, the lead began to change. Its dull surface started to gleam, its very essence shifting until at last pure gold emerged from the crucible, catching the light like a captured sun. The universe has gifted you with this same alchemical power. Every shadow of doubt, every weight of fear, every surge of anger carries within it the potential for transformation. These emotions are not your enemies, but raw materials awaiting their transformation into golden wisdom. When fear appears, it offers you the gift of discernment. When anger rises, it brings the energy for change. When doubt clouds your mind, it presents an opportunity to strengthen your conviction. Each challenge contains the seeds of its own transcendence. In the eternal cycle of renewal, witness the phoenix's journey. Among sacred ruins, a magnificent bird lay wrapped in flames, its former glory reduced to ashes. Yet within those very ashes stirred the essence of rebirth. As dawn's first light touched the scattered remnants, new life emerged. The phoenix rose, its feathers ablaze with the fire of transformation, soaring higher than ever before. This mirrors the eternal truth of your own nature. Within every ending lives a beginning. Within every challenge resides an opportunity. Within every fear dwells courage waiting to be unleashed. You need not resist these experiences or push them away. Instead, embrace them as the raw materials of your transformation. Sacred insight. Every shadow holds light waiting to be released. Every challenge contains the seed of its own transcendence. Your journey reflects this ancient wisdom. Those moments that test you most deeply are also inviting you into profound transformation. Like the alchemist with his lead, you possess the power to transmute every experience into wisdom, every setback into strength, every fear into fearlessness. Ritual of discovery. Select an experience or emotion that you perceive as negative. In your sacred journal, write its name at the top of the page. Below it, explore the hidden gifts within this challenge. What wisdom does it offer? What strength might it be building within you? What truth is it revealing? Let your words become the crucible of transformation, revealing the gold hidden within what once appeared as lead. Chapter 15. The Synchronicity Spiral. In a distant land, a wanderer journeyed without map or compass, guided only by the whispers of the wind and the dance of leaves across their path. Each morning, they would notice a particular bird's song, leading them to fresh water. Each evening, specific patterns in the clouds would guide them to safe shelter. What seemed random to others revealed itself as an intricate tapestry of guidance to the wanderer's awakened eyes. The universe speaks through the language of synchronicity, those moments when external events mirror your inner journey with such precision that chance alone cannot explain their occurrence. These divine coincidences serve as markers along your path, confirming your alignment with the cosmic flow. Like the wanderer, You walk among signs and symbols daily. That book that falls open to the exact page you needed to read. The chance encounter that leads to an unexpected opportunity. The recurring number sequence that catches your eye. These are not mere coincidences, but rather the universe's way of illuminating your path. High above a verdant valley, a flock of birds danced across the evening sky. Without visible signal or command, thousands of wings moved in perfect harmony, creating patterns of breathtaking beauty. No single bird directed this aerial ballet, yet each one played its part in the greater design, responding to an unseen orchestration that guided them all. This natural choreography mirrors the way synchronicity works in your life. When you align with the universe's flow, events coordinate effortlessly around you. Doors open at the perfect moment. Resources appear just when needed. People enter your life precisely when their presence serves your growth. The key lies not in forcing these connections, but in developing the awareness to recognize them. Like the wanderer who learned to read nature's signs, you too can attune yourself to the subtle language of synchronicity. Each meaningful coincidence serves as a confirmation that you walk in harmony with the greater design. Sacred insight. Synchronicity reveals the hidden threads connecting your consciousness to the cosmic dance of creation. These divine breadcrumbs appear most clearly when you release rigid expectations and remain open to guidance. What seems like a detour might lead to your destination. What appears as delay might be perfect timing. The universe orchestrates with a wisdom that transcends your limited perspective. Ritual of discovery. Take a moment to recall a recent coincidence that caught your attention. In your sacred journal, document this experience in detail. What were you thinking or feeling when it occurred? What message might the universe be conveying through this event? Allow your intuition to reveal the deeper meaning behind this synchronistic moment. This practice strengthens your ability to recognize and follow the cosmic signposts guiding your journey. Chapter 16, The Archetype of the Creator. In the annals of time, there lived a king who had forgotten his true identity. For years, he wandered his own kingdom dressed in peasant's clothes, believing himself to be nothing more than a common laborer. Each day, he toiled in the fields, unaware of the crown that rightfully belonged upon his brow. One morning, as he passed the palace gates, an ancient mirror caught his eye. Through years of dust and tarnish, he glimpsed his reflection, not as the humble worker he believed himself to be, but as the sovereign ruler he truly was. In that moment of recognition, his entire world transformed. Within you dwells this same sleeping sovereign, waiting to awaken to its true power. Like the forgotten king, you have walked through life unaware of your divine birthright as a creator. The universe itself bends to your will, responding to your thoughts and intentions with the loyalty of devoted subjects. Consider the artist before an empty canvas, brush poised with infinite possibility. No external force dictates what will emerge. The power of creation flows purely from within. With each stroke, the artist brings forth a new reality, transforming blank space into vibrant expression. You stand before the canvas of existence with this same creative authority. Your thoughts, beliefs, and intentions are the brushstrokes that paint your reality. When you embrace your role as creator, you step into an inheritance of infinite potential. The forgotten king's awakening transformed not only his own life, but the entire kingdom. Similarly, when you reclaim your creator identity, you alter the very fabric of your reality. No longer are you subject to circumstances, you become their author. Sacred insight. Your true identity as creator precedes all manifestation. Embrace this power, and reality reshapes itself according to your sovereign will. This knowing transcends mere positive thinking. It represents a fundamental shift in identity, from one who experiences reality to one who generates it. Like the king who remembered his throne, you must now reclaim your position as the conscious creator of your experience. Ritual of discovery. Find a quiet space where you can be undisturbed. Close your eyes and visualize yourself seated upon the throne of creation. Feel the weight of the crown upon your head, not as a burden, but as a symbol of your divine authority. From this place of power, write your Creator's edict, beginning with the words, "I, as sovereign creator, hereby declare." Let your words carry the full force of your creative authority as you describe the reality you choose to manifest. Chapter 17, The Gateway Rituals. In a time beyond memory, an apprentice stood at the threshold of a sacred temple, heart pounding with anticipation. The master had summoned them before dawn, speaking only these words, "The time has come." As the first rays of sunlight pierced the morning mist, the master guided the apprentice through a series of precise movements, each gesture infused with meaning that transcended the physical realm. You too stand at such a threshold now, ready to understand how the simplest actions, performed with sacred intention, can reshape the very fabric of reality. The ancient ones knew that ritual serves as a bridge between the seen and unseen worlds, transforming abstract thought into manifest form. In the valleys below an ageless mountain, a farmer lived who understood this truth in the depths of their being. Each spring, before breaking the soil, they would gather water from the morning dew, mix it with sacred herbs, and sprinkle it over their seeds while speaking words of blessing. Year after year, their crops flourished beyond measure, not merely from physical care, but from this sacred communion between intention and action. The power of ritual lies not in complexity, but in presence. When you perform an action with complete awareness and sacred intent, you activate the hidden codes of creation. Each gesture becomes a key, unlocking doorways between worlds. Each word spoken becomes a thread, weaving your desires into the tapestry of physical reality. Sacred insight. Ritual transforms intention into reality through the alchemy of conscious action. Through ritual, you speak directly to the universe in its own language, that of symbol and ceremony. Like the apprentice learning ancient rites, you begin to understand that every intentional act carries the potential for transformation. Like the farmer blessing their seeds, you learn that the simplest actions, performed with reverence, contain the power to manifest abundance. Ritual of discovery. Prepare a sacred space where you will not be disturbed. Choose objects that speak to your intention, perhaps a candle representing illumination, water symbolizing flow, or earth embodying manifestation. Create a simple ceremony that feels authentic to you. Light the candle with purpose, move the water with intention, or hold the earth with reverence. As you perform each action, feel the alignment between your physical movement and your inner vision. Let this ritual serve as your bridge between thought and manifestation, between the unseen and the seen. Chapter 18, The Vibrational Mastery. In a time-worn chamber filled with ancient instruments, a musician sat before a stringed instrument passed down through countless generations. Each morning they would close their eyes, listening intently to the perfect pitch that existed first in their mind. With gentle, precise movements, they would adjust each string until its vibration matched this inner sound. Only when every string resonated in perfect harmony would they begin to play, creating music that seemed to flow from the heavens themselves. Like this musician, You possess an inner instrument that must be tuned to create the symphony of your desires. Your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs are strings that vibrate at specific frequencies, sending ripples through the fabric of creation. When these vibrations align with the frequency of your intentions, manifestation flows as naturally as music from well-tuned strings. High upon a mountain peak, a solitary bird waited patiently, feeling the shifting currents of air. Others flew aimlessly, fighting against the wind. But this bird remained still until it sensed the perfect breeze. In that moment of alignment, it spread its wings and soared effortlessly, carried by invisible forces that matched its intention. The universe responds not to what you say or do, but to the frequency you emanate. Each emotional state broadcasts a distinct vibration into the quantum field. Fear, doubt, and worry create discordant frequencies that repel your desires. Joy, gratitude, and love generate harmonious vibrations that attract abundance. Sacred insight. Your emotional frequency is the tuning fork of creation. You are both the musician and the instrument, the bird and the wind. Through conscious awareness of your vibrational state, you can adjust your inner strings until they resonate with the frequency of your desires. Like the musician who hears the perfect pitch within, you can sense when your energy aligns with universal forces. Like the bird who finds the optimal current, you can maintain this alignment to soar effortlessly toward your dreams. Ritual of discovery. Take a moment now to observe your current emotional frequency. Notice any thoughts or habits that lower your vibration, creating discord in your energetic field. Choose one of these lower frequencies and consciously tune it to a higher note. If worry about money creates dissonance, adjust your frequency with the affirmation, "I am aligned with the abundance of the universe." Let this new vibration resonate through your being until it becomes your natural state. Chapter 19, The Mirror of Reality. In a chamber veiled by time, a wise man stood before an ancient mirror, its surface rippling like water caught in moonlight. Unlike ordinary mirrors that showed mere appearances, this mystical glass revealed the dance between inner truth and outer illusion. As the wise man gazed into its depths, he saw not just his reflection, but the tapestry of thoughts and beliefs that shaped his world. When he held thoughts of abundance, the mirror shimmered with golden light. When doubt clouded his mind, shadows appeared across its surface. Through patient observation, he discovered that the mirror wasn't showing him what was, but what he believed to be. The universe operates as this mystical mirror, reflecting back the essence of your deepest convictions. Every circumstance, every encounter, every experience manifests as a precise reflection of your internal landscape. Your beliefs cast shadows or light upon the canvas of reality, painting the world you perceive. In a distant atelier, a painter stood bewildered before their canvas. Day after day, they attempted to paint scenes of joy and prosperity, yet their brush seemed possessed by an unseen force, weaving patterns of struggle and lack. One morning, in a moment of clarity, they realized the paintings revealed not what their conscious mind intended, but what their subconscious believed to be true. Just as the painter's work reflected their hidden beliefs, your reality mirrors your deepest assumptions about life. When you understand this principle, every experience becomes a teacher, revealing the thoughts and emotions you project into the world. Sacred insight. Reality mirrors not what you wish for, but what you believe to be true. Your life experience serves as the most honest reflection of your inner world. Each relationship echoes your beliefs about love. Every financial situation mirrors your assumptions about abundance. Every achievement or challenge reflects your deepest convictions about what's possible. Ritual of discovery. Find a quiet moment to examine one recurring pattern in your life. Perhaps certain types of people consistently appear, or similar situations repeat themselves. In your journal, explore how this pattern might reflect your internal beliefs and expectations. Write without judgment, allowing this mirror to reveal its wisdom. Through this practice, you begin to recognize that changing your reality starts with adjusting the image you hold within. Chapter 20, The Infinite Tapestry. In a chamber bathed in eternal twilight, a weaver sat before an infinite loom. Her fingers danced across threads of light and shadow, each strand pulsing with divine energy. As she wove, patterns emerged, some of her conscious design, others guided by an unseen hand. She discovered that the most beautiful patterns emerged when she allowed both her intention and universal flow to guide her movements. The threads she wove shimmered with possibilities, each choice creating ripples through the fabric of existence. When she attempted to control every strand, the pattern grew rigid and lifeless. Yet when she surrendered completely, the design lost its unique character. Only in the delicate balance between will and surrender did true magic unfold. Your creative force intertwines with the universe's infinite potential. Each thought, each intention, each action weaves into a grand design far beyond individual comprehension. Like the weaver, you co-create with the cosmic force, your unique expression adding to the masterpiece of existence. In a distant mountain sanctuary, a stargazer traced patterns among the celestial lights. Night after night, she observed how each star played its part in forming constellations. Some nights, she connected the stars in traditional patterns passed down through generations. Other nights, she discovered new configurations, equally valid and meaningful. One evening, she realized that while each star shone independently, their light combined to tell stories across the heavens. No star was insignificant. Each contributed to the celestial narrative. Similarly, your creations, while distinctly yours, form part of an interconnected cosmic story. Sacred insight. Your individual light joins the infinite constellation of creation, each thread essential to the universal design. The tapestry of existence weaves together countless individual expressions, each one shimmering with its own divine light. Your dreams, intentions, and creations are vital threads in this infinite fabric, pulsing with the energy of universal consciousness. When you recognize your role as both individual creator and part of the greater whole, you access a deeper level of creative power. Like a single star joining its celestial neighbors to form constellations of meaning, your unique essence combines with the collective to manifest something far grander than any single thread could achieve alone. This sacred union of individual and universal creates a resonance that amplifies your creative force beyond measure. Ritual of discovery. Close your eyes and envision your desires as gleaming golden threads. Watch as these threads extend from your heart, weaving into a vast luminous tapestry that stretches beyond sight. Feel how your creation naturally intertwines with the infinite pattern of existence. Raise your hands as if touching this cosmic fabric and softly affirm, I am part of the infinite creation. Part 3, Mastery of Reality. Chapter 21. The Sacred Geometry of Thought. In a temple forgotten by time, weathered stone walls held secrets etched in sacred patterns. A scholar, driven by an inner knowing, traced her fingers across ancient diagrams that seemed to pulse with living energy. As she studied the intricate geometric forms, circles within triangles, spirals flowing into squares, understanding dawned like the first rays of morning light. These were not mere decorative elements, but the very language through which the universe expresses itself. Through these eternal patterns, the invisible becomes visible. Your thoughts, like the scholar's discovery, carry geometric signatures that ripple through the quantum field. Each intention you hold creates energetic blueprints, sacred forms that shape the matrix of reality itself. In the heart of a bustling city, an architect sat before his drawing table, compass in hand. Night after night, he worked to design the perfect spiral, knowing that within its mathematical precision lay a profound truth. As his hand moved in measured arcs, he felt the spiral's energy extend beyond the page, as if his focused intention was ordering reality itself through this timeless form. The universe speaks through sacred geometry, the circle of wholeness, the triangle of creation, the spiral of evolution. These patterns exist not just in physical form, but in the very structure of thought itself. Every intention you hold carries geometric properties, creating energetic frameworks through which manifestation flows. When you think with clarity and purpose, you encode reality with precise geometric patterns. Like the scholar uncovering ancient wisdom or the architect drawing perfect forms, you participate in this sacred geometry of creation. Your thoughts are not formless things, but structured energies that follow universal principles of design. Sacred insight. Your thoughts create geometric patterns in the quantum field, blueprints that shape the architecture of your reality. The diagrams in the hidden temple mirror the invisible patterns of your own creative power. As you align your thoughts with these sacred forms, you tap into the fundamental language of creation. The architect's spiral and the scholar's discoveries remind you that intention paired with sacred structure manifests with greater power and precision. Ritual of discovery. Take a blank page and draw a simple geometric shape, a circle representing wholeness, a triangle symbolizing creation, or a spiral signifying evolution. Let this shape represent your deepest desire. Close your eyes and visualize this form glowing with divine light. See it as an energetic template, a cosmic blueprint through which your intention takes form. Meditate on this sacred geometry as the structural foundation of your manifestation, knowing that your thought has created a precise pattern in the quantum field. Chapter 22. The Eternal Creator's Mind. In a sacred grove untouched by mortal hands, a sage sat beneath an ancient tree whose branches stretched toward the stars. As celestial lights danced through its crystalline leaves, the sage entered a state of pure awareness. In this heightened consciousness, the boundaries between individual mind and universal mind dissolved, revealing a vast ocean of infinite possibility. Through stillness, the sage discovered that all creation springs from a single source, the Creator's mind, that births universes and dreams worlds into being. This mind knows no limits, recognizes no impossibilities. It is the wellspring from which all manifestation flows. In this state of divine connection, the sage witnessed how thoughts arise like ripples in the cosmic consciousness, taking form as they flow through the matrix of creation. Every limitation dissolved, every barrier revealed itself as illusion. The sage became one with the infinite creative force that sustains all existence. In a distant village, a storyteller sat surrounded by children, her eyes alight with wonder. As she wove tales of magical realms and fantastic adventures, entire worlds sprang to life in the minds of her listeners. With each story, She demonstrated the boundless nature of imagination, how a single thought can birth entire universes. The Creator's mind operates beyond the constraints of what seems possible. It does not know lack or limitation, only infinite potential waiting to be expressed. When you align your consciousness with this divine mind, you tap into an endless stream of creative force. Like the sage beneath the celestial tree, you can transcend the illusion of separation and merge with the infinite creative consciousness. Like the storyteller bringing new worlds into being, you can access the limitless potential that exists within the Creator's mind. Sacred insight. Your mind is an extension of the infinite Creator's mind, through which all possibility flows into form. The sage and storyteller reveal two paths to the same truth, that your consciousness is not separate from the universal consciousness that creates worlds. By aligning with this infinite mind, you become a channel through which boundless creation flows. Ritual of discovery. Find a quiet space and settle into deep stillness. Breathe slowly and imagine your mind expanding beyond its usual boundaries. Visualize yourself merging with a vast, luminous consciousness that extends throughout all creation. Feel yourself becoming one with this infinite creative force. Know that you are not separate from the Creator's mind, but an expression of it. From this space of connection, allow creative inspiration to flow through you naturally and effortlessly. Chapter 23, The Activation of Codes. In the depths of an ancient temple carved into the living rock of a sacred mountain, an apprentice stood before a mysterious vault. For years they had studied the ancient arts, learning the subtle ways of energy and consciousness. Now, before them stood the final test, a door sealed not with metal and mechanisms, but with vibrational frequencies that responded only to specific states of being. The apprentice understood that force would not unlock these sacred teachings. Instead, they centered themselves, allowing their consciousness to align with the frequencies encoded within the vault. As their vibration shifted, the door began to resonate, its surface rippling like water. With a soft hum, it dissolved, revealing chambers filled with scrolls containing the most guarded wisdom of the ages. Within these sacred texts lay the metaphysical codes, the vibrational patterns that shape reality itself. These codes respond not to physical keys, but to the frequencies of your thoughts and emotions. Like radio signals tuning to specific stations, your consciousness activates different patterns within the quantum field. In a distant valley, a wise gardener tended to a special plot of earth. While others saw only barren soil, the gardener recognized the dormant potential beneath the surface. Each day, they would speak to the seeds hidden in the earth, nurturing them with patience and unwavering belief. Though no sprouts were visible, the gardener maintained faith in the invisible process of growth. Just as the gardener's consistent care awakened the sleeping seeds, your focused attention and emotional energy activate dormant codes within the quantum field. These codes exist in a state of potential, waiting for the right vibrational key to bring them into manifestation. The sacred scrolls and sleeping seeds mirror the truth within you. The codes of creation are not hidden in distant temples or locked away in ancient vaults. They reside in the very fabric of your consciousness. Through aligned thoughts and elevated emotions, you unlock these patterns of possibility. Sacred insight. The codes of creation activate through the frequencies of your beliefs and emotions. You are both the apprentice and the gardener of your reality. The vault of infinite potential lies within your consciousness, waiting to be unlocked by the vibrational keys of your choosing. Like seeds beneath the soil, these codes simply await the proper conditions to spring into life. Ritual of discovery. Take a moment now to sit in stillness with pen and paper. Reflect deeply on one belief or emotional state you wish to activate in your life. Write it down with clarity and purpose. From this seed of intention, craft an affirmation that resonates with its frequency. Speak this affirmation daily, nurturing it with the same patience and care as the wise gardener, knowing that you are activating ancient codes of creation. Chapter 24. The Timeless Paradox. In the heart of an ancient sanctuary, a traveler wandered through corridors that defied the laws of time. Each turn revealed pathways that seemed to exist in multiple moments simultaneously, past, present, and future interweaving like threads in a cosmic tapestry. As the traveler moved deeper into this mystical maze, they discovered that time itself responded to their state of awareness. When their mind raced with thoughts of destination, the passages stretched endlessly before them. Yet in moments of complete presence, when awareness rested fully in the now, the walls of time dissolved, revealing direct paths to their desires. You too walk this labyrinth of time where manifestation occurs not through linear progression, but through mastery of the eternal now. The universe knows no past or future. It responds only to the vibration you hold in this moment. When you align fully with the present, you transcend the illusion of time, accessing the quantum field where all possibilities exist simultaneously. In a timeless realm, an artist stood before a blank canvas. As they painted with complete absorption in each brushstroke, something extraordinary occurred. The scenes flowing from their brush began to pulse with life, stepping out of the canvas into reality. The artist's secret lay not in technique, but in their absolute presence, so complete that time ceased to exist, allowing direct creation from thought to form. This merging with the present moment opens a portal where creation occurs instantaneously. Like the artist absorbed in their work, you access this creative power when you release the mental constructs of past and future, allowing yourself to be fully in the now. The labyrinth and the artist's canvas reveal a profound truth. Time is not a river flowing in one direction, but an ocean of possibility accessed through presence. When you rest in timeless awareness, you align with the universe's natural state of instantaneous creation. Sacred insight. In the eternal now, all possibilities exist simultaneously, waiting to be activated by your presence. Your journey through life mirrors the traveler in the labyrinth and the artist at their canvas. Through presence, you transcend time's apparent limitations, accessing the realm where manifestation occurs naturally and effortlessly. Ritual of discovery. Find a quiet space and settle into a comfortable position. For the next 10 minutes, immerse yourself fully in the present moment. Notice the sensations in your body, the rhythm of your breath, the sounds around you. Observe your thoughts without attachment, letting them pass like clouds across the sky. Feel yourself existing in this timeless state of pure awareness, where all possibilities converge in the eternal now. Chapter 25. The Collective Creation Force. In a valley between ancient mountains there lived a people who understood a truth long forgotten by the world. As the story has been passed down through generations, these villagers received a vision of a magnificent tower that would bridge earth and sky, radiating light across the land. Yet this was no ordinary structure of stone and mortar. Each villager contributed not just their labor, but their highest vibration, their purest intentions, their deepest joy, their unwavering faith. As they worked, they discovered that when their energies aligned, stones seemed to float into place effortlessly, and the tower grew not just in height but in luminosity. You, like each villager, are part of a vast energetic network. Your thoughts, emotions, and intentions ripple outward, touching countless lives in ways seen and unseen. The tower stands as a testament to a universal principle. When individuals unite in elevated consciousness, their creative power multiplies exponentially. In the mountains beyond the valley lived scattered groups of singers. Each possessed a unique voice, beautiful in its own right. One day, drawn by an inexplicable calling, they gathered in a sacred cave. As their voices joined in spontaneous harmony, the very air began to shimmer with golden light. Their combined resonance opened doorways to higher dimensions, demonstrating how aligned energies create portals of possibility. This simple truth echoes through the ages. Your individual vibration matters more than you know. Like a single voice joining a choir, your energy either lifts or lowers the collective frequency. When you choose thoughts of love, acts of kindness, and feelings of joy, you become a note in the universal symphony of creation. Sacred insight. As you elevate your personal vibration, you become a beacon that naturally uplifts the whole. Your life interweaves with countless others in the grand tapestry of existence. Every choice, every thought, every feeling contributes to the collective field. Like the villagers building their tower of light or the singers finding perfect harmony, you have the power to raise the vibration of the whole through your individual alignment. Ritual of discovery. Take a moment to reflect on how your energy affects those around you. Choose one deliberate action today, perhaps a genuine compliment, an act of unexpected kindness, or sharing an uplifting truth that will raise the vibration of your environment. Observe how this ripples outward, creating waves of positive transformation in the collective field. Chapter 26, The Embodiment of Abundance. In the scrolls of time, there exists a tale that speaks to the very essence of creation's abundance. A farmer, tending his modest plot of land, noticed a peculiar shimmer at its edges each morning. One day, following this ethereal glow, he stepped beyond his familiar boundaries. To his amazement, the land before him transformed. Endless fields of fertile soil stretched toward the horizon, ripe with potential. Each step he took revealed new acres of possibility, teaching him that the boundaries he had accepted were mere illusions. The land had always been infinite. It was his perception that had been limited. As he embraced this truth, his original plot flourished beyond measure, for he now cultivated it with the knowing of abundance rather than the fear of scarcity. In the heart of an ancient valley, a river tells a similar truth. For generations, villagers carefully rationed its waters, believing resources to be scarce. One wise woman observed how the river, untouched by human doubt, continuously flowed with pristine abundance. She noticed that whenever the villagers relaxed their grip on scarcity, the river seemed to swell with additional bounty, as if responding to their trust. The universe operates through principles of infinite supply. Like the farmer's endless fields and the ever-flowing river, abundance is the natural state of existence. Your task is not to create abundance, but to align with its ever-present flow. When you shift from the energy of wanting to the frequency of having, you open yourself to receive what has always been available. Sacred insight. Abundance flows not from external sources, but from your alignment with the infinite nature of creation. The farmer and the river mirror your own journey. The limitations you perceive are like the farmer's initial boundaries, constructs of thought rather than universal law. Your experience of abundance or scarcity stems not from what exists around you, but from your resonance with the infinite flow of life. Ritual of discovery. Find a quiet moment to center yourself. Take your journal and write down 3 manifestations of abundance already present in your life. Focus not just on material wealth, but on all forms of abundance: love, creativity, opportunity, connection. As you write each one, immerse yourself in the feeling of having this abundance. Let gratitude fill your being, knowing that these gifts reflect your natural state of alignment with universal plenty. Chapter 27. The Ultimate Alignment. In the archives of timeless wisdom there exists a tale of a mystical compass crafted by masters who understood the language of the soul. Unlike ordinary instruments that pointed north, this compass responded to the whispers of truth within the heart. Those who held it discovered that when their thoughts aligned with their deepest purpose, the needle glowed with golden light, pointing the way forward with unwavering certainty. Yet the compass proved useless to those who sought to use it for mere material gain. It responded only to authentic intention, teaching that true alignment springs from harmony between inner truth and outer action. When thoughts, emotions, and deeds flowed as one river, the compass illuminated paths previously hidden from view. Across distant seas, a sailor found himself lost in the darkness of a moonless night. As storm clouds obscured familiar stars, fear began to creep into his heart. Yet one star, brighter than all others, pierced through the darkness. This star spoke not to his eyes alone, but resonated with an inner knowing. As he followed its guidance, he discovered it led not just to safe harbor, but to his destiny. The universal law of alignment reveals that manifestation flows naturally when your entire being moves in harmony with higher purpose. Like the mystical compass, your heart knows the direction of truth. Like the guiding star, your inner wisdom illuminates the path. When thoughts, feelings, and actions align with this inner compass, you enter a state of effortless creation. This alignment is not about forcing yourself onto a predetermined path. Rather, it emerges from allowing your authentic nature to express itself fully. When mind, heart, and deed unite in purpose, you become like a perfectly tuned instrument through which the universe plays its sacred melody. Sacred insight. True alignment occurs when your deepest truth resonates with universal purpose, creating a symphony of effortless manifestation. Your journey mirrors both the compass bearer and the lost sailor. In moments of confusion or doubt, your inner compass always points toward truth. Like the sailor guided by the unwavering star, your path becomes clear when you trust this inner guidance. Ritual of discovery. In sacred stillness, turn your awareness to an area of your life where you sense misalignment. Perhaps your actions don't match your intentions, or your path feels forced rather than flowing. Observe this discord without judgment, as if watching ripples on water. Now, listening deeply to your inner wisdom, identify one small action that would bring greater harmony to this aspect of your life. Let this action arise naturally from your authentic truth rather than external pressure. Chapter 28. The Creator's Legacy. In a village among ancient mountains there lived a craftsman whose hands held the wisdom of generations. Each morning, as dawn painted the sky in hues of possibility, he would enter his workshop and touch the weathered tools passed down through time. His current work, a masterpiece that would outlive him, took shape not merely through skill, but through the power of intentional creation. As his chisel danced across wood and stone, he understood that every stroke carried the essence of his spirit, weaving into the very fabric of existence. His creations bore witness to the truth that nothing created with pure intention ever truly fades away. In another time, a gardener knelt in rich soil, planting a tiny seed. Though she would never rest in its shade, she saw clearly in her mind's eye the mighty oak it would become, its branches stretching skyward, offering shelter to countless souls yet unborn. With each tender pat of earth, she poured her love into a future she would never witness, understanding that true creation transcends the boundaries of time. The universal law of legacy reveals that your every thought, action, and creation ripples through the infinite expanse of time and space. Like rings spreading across still water, your vibrations touch shores you cannot see. Each intention you set, each dream you manifest, each act of kindness you express, becomes a thread in the grand tapestry of existence. Your creations are not confined to the present moment. They echo through time, touching lives yet to come, inspiring dreams yet to be dreamed, awakening possibilities in hearts that have not yet begun to beat. Like the craftsman's masterpiece and the gardener's tree, your legacy grows from the seeds of intention you plant today. Each thought you nurture, each act of creation you birth into being, sends ripples across the infinite ocean of possibility. In this sacred dance of manifestation, you become both the artist and the art itself, weaving threads of divine intention into the tapestry of tomorrow's dawn. Sacred insight. Every conscious creation carries your essence into the future, touching lives across time and space in ways you may never witness. You stand now at the intersection of past and future, holding the power to shape what is yet to come. Your thoughts, feelings, and actions are not merely temporary expressions, but eternal imprints upon the universe. Like the craftsman and the gardener, you create not just for today, but for all time. Ritual of discovery. Find a quiet moment and open your heart to the infinite potential of your legacy. On a clean page, write with intention about the mark you wish to leave upon the universe. What seeds will you plant today that will blossom in future generations? What essence of your spirit do you wish to weave into the fabric of existence? Let your words flow from that deep place within where timeless wisdom resides. Chapter 29, The Revelation of Unity. High in the mist-shrouded peaks, a seeker stood at a crossroads where countless paths converged. Each trail bore the footprints of those who had journeyed before, mystics and merchants, scholars and shepherds, each following their own sacred way. As the seeker pondered which path to choose, an ancient truth began to unfold like a flower opening to the dawn. Every path, no matter how winding or steep, led ultimately to the same summit. Some routes passed through shadowy valleys, others through sun-dappled meadows, yet all guided travelers to that singular point where earth met sky. In this revelation, the seeker discovered that the journey itself was but an illusion of separation. In a distant valley, a single drop of morning dew trembled on a leaf's edge. As the sun's warmth embraced it, the drop released its individual form, falling in perfect trust toward the flowing stream below. In that moment of surrender, it discovered not death but expansion, the joy of becoming one with the endless dance of water returning to its source. The universal law of unity reveals that all paths, all forms, all apparent opposites exist as expressions of one infinite whole. Light and shadow, joy and sorrow, success and failure, these seeming dualities merge in the embrace of ultimate truth. When you recognize this unity, fear dissolves like morning mist in the sun's warmth. Resistance melts away as naturally as ice returning to water. This truth lies at the heart of all creation. You are not separate from the infinite source of all being. Like the drop joining the ocean, your individual consciousness flows within the vast sea of universal awareness. Every limitation you perceive exists only in the illusion of separation. Sacred insight. In the recognition of unity, all paths reveal themselves as one path, all truths as one truth, and all beings as one being. You have always been one with the infinite whole, though the mind creates the illusion of separation. Like the seeker discovering that all paths lead home, you now stand at the threshold of remembering your true nature. Ritual of discovery. Find a quiet space where you will remain undisturbed. Close your eyes and allow your breath to become soft and natural. Begin to sense the boundaries of your being dissolving like mist in morning light. Feel yourself expanding beyond the confines of form, merging with the air you breathe, the ground beneath you, the vast sky above. For 10 minutes, rest in this awareness of unity, experiencing yourself as both the drop and the ocean, both the seeker and the sought. Chapter 30. The Master Key. In the depths of an ancient temple, a wanderer discovered a weathered chest adorned with countless keyholes. For years, seekers had brought their collections of ornate keys, each believing their particular set would reveal the treasures within. Yet the chest remained sealed, its mysteries untouched by time. The wanderer, having journeyed far and gathered much wisdom, sat in stillness before the chest. In that moment of perfect clarity, understanding dawned like the first light of morning. There was only one true keyhole, hidden beneath the illusions of many. From within their own heart, they drew forth a simple golden key, forged from the essence of all they had learned. As the key turned, the chest opened effortlessly, revealing not gold or jewels, but a mirror that reflected the infinite light of creation itself. In a distant land, as dawn approached, a traveler stood upon a misty hill. As the first rays of sunlight touched the horizon, the fog began to part, revealing not empty plains but a magnificent city that had always been present, waiting to be perceived through awakened eyes. The metaphysical creation codes converge into one supreme truth. You are the key that unlocks all possibilities. When thought, emotion, and action align with this truth, the illusion of limitation dissolves. Like the single key that opened the ancient chest, this alignment reveals what has always been present, your infinite potential waiting to be expressed. Just as the rising sun did not create the hidden city, but simply revealed what was already there, your awakening to this truth does not create your power. It unveils what has always existed within you. Every teaching, every practice, every insight leads to this singular recognition. Sacred insight. The master key to all creation lies not in external seeking, but in the recognition of your true nature as the Creator itself. You stand now at the threshold of this profound realization. All the wisdom you have gathered, all the practices you have embraced, lead to this moment of recognition. The power you seek has always resided within you, waiting for your conscious alignment with its presence. Ritual of discovery. Take a moment to reflect deeply on one powerful truth that has resonated most strongly throughout your journey with these teachings. Let this truth arise naturally from your heart, not from intellectual understanding. Once you have identified this truth, craft it into a personal affirmation that speaks directly to your soul. Write this affirmation on a card or in your journal, and commit to speaking it aloud each morning as you greet the dawn, allowing its power to illuminate your path forward. Conclusion. Through countless ages, these teachings have circulated through the hearts and minds of those ready to receive them. Now you stand once more before the gateway that first beckoned you forward, yet everything has changed. The mists that once obscured your vision have lifted, revealing the gateway not as a barrier, but as an open portal pulsing with infinite possibility. The metaphysical creation codes are not mere information to be learned and set aside. They are living wisdom, breathing through every moment of existence, deepening with each experience and revelation. Like a sacred flame, they grow stronger as you tend to them, illuminating new depths of understanding with each passing day. As the ancient sages knew, these codes are not fixed commandments, but dynamic principles that evolve with your consciousness. Each time you apply them, each moment you align with their truth, you add your own light to their eternal brilliance. Your journey with these teachings does not end here. It transforms into a spiral of ever-expanding awareness. The gateway now stands as a reminder of your true nature as a conscious creator. Where once you sought entrance into mysteries unknown, you now recognize that the real journey has been one of remembering what your soul has always known. The codes are not separate from you. They are expressions of your deepest truth, tools for manifesting the infinite potential that resides within. Just as a master musician never ceases to discover new harmonies within familiar melodies, so too will you continue to uncover deeper layers of wisdom within these teachings. Each challenge becomes an opportunity to apply these principles with greater mastery. Each triumph reveals new possibilities for creation. You carry forward not just knowledge, but living wisdom that grows with every breath. Your consciousness has become a lens through which universal truth expresses itself uniquely. Every choice, every creation, every moment of alignment adds your distinctive note to the cosmic symphony. The portal pulses with possibility, reminding you that each ending is truly a beginning. These codes are now part of your essential nature, ready to guide you in crafting realities that contribute to the universal masterpiece. You stand empowered, knowing that your journey as a conscious creator continues to unfold in perfect harmony with the infinite dance of creation. If you enjoyed this exclusive audiobook, I handpicked this next book which will change your life.